Hey, Flickin' Fanatics, welcome back to another, nope, this is not another, this is the first time I'm going live. We're just talking Oscars. Oscars happened today. I was at work, and I had nothing better to do but just scroll my phone all day long, talking about snubs. Everyone's talking about this and that and the other. I hate the word snub. I feel like too many people say, this got snubbed, that got snubbed, this is egregious, that's egregious, blah, 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 whatever. I don't like that personally. That's just my own personal feeling. Your film, your actor, actress, your performance, your this, that, the other, whatever, probably didn't get snubbed. It might have been number 6. Who knows? It could have been number 6 on the list, and it just didn't make that top cut. There were thousands of movies and performances and this, that, the other all year long, and yours just wasn't one of the top 5. Get over it. But we can talk about our favorites. Let's put a positive spin on everything. Let's talk about our favorites. So, flying solo tonight, going live just to essentially run down. I just picked 10 categories. 10? 11. I might have picked 11. I'm not going to count them all. But I picked 10 or 11 categories just to run them down. See what the chat wants. It's what the chat thinks, basically. Let you know what I think about who should win, maybe. We'll see. And who got left off the list, maybe my favorites. Once again, favorites, not snubs. So let's get started. Let's see which category. I don't know what order they did. I didn't watch the video. I just saw everything off of Twitter earlier. So let's pop this first. We'll start with supporting actress. We'll go to lead actress. We'll do supporting actor, lead actor. We'll pop back and forth. And don't mind the noise in the background. My kids are going crazy right now. In fact, let's turn the music down so you don't have to listen to blasting music this whole time. There we go. All right, music's a little lower. So let's start with supporting actress. Boom, here we go. So we got actress in a supporting role. Angela Bassett, I believe she is the favorite. Hong Chow for The Whale. I didn't see The Whale. Carrie Condon for The Banshees of Inisherin. I really like Carrie in this role. Jamie Lee Curtis and Stephanie Sue, both for Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. Now, let me tell you, of these categories, we'll get to it later. Everything, Everywhere, All at Once, if you watch my top 5 video of the year, is my favorite movie of the year. I feel like these categories might cancel each other out. Sadly, Stephanie and Jamie Lee Curtis. I don't know Hong Chow from The Whale. I haven't seen The Whale yet. That is one I want to catch up on before the Oscars in about a month and a half or so. I still got some time to watch it. But I think this is going to go to Angela Bassett. She had such a powerful performance in Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. And she's won. Has she won all the awards, I think, in the lead up? Like from the Screen Actors Guild, the Critics' Choice, the Golden Globes. She's won like all the awards, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is Angela Bassett's award to lose, hopefully. Award to win, basically. Let's go to actress in a lead. So, actress in a leading role, got Cate Blanchett for Tar, Ana de Armas for Blonde, which is a surprise, I think, to a lot of people, as well as Andrea Riseborough for To Leslie. Also, I believe, a surprise to a lot of people. Michelle Williams for The Fabelmans, Michelle Yeoh for Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. Now, listen. I don't like the word snub, okay? I said this at the top. But my personal lead actress winner for the year is Viola Davis from The Woman King. I love The Woman King. The moment I walked out of that theater, I was like, yeah, she's winning. This is hers all the way. Sadly, she didn't get nominated. So that's not going to work out very well for me and my, if I had a nomination ballot, it's not going to work out. So you know what? I'm going to stump for Michelle Yeoh for Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. I think she'll get it. Cate Blanchett is the favorite, of course, but she already has, I think, 2 Oscars on her shelf. So I would really love if Michelle Yeoh were to take it home. I believe the first Asian actress to ever possibly win, I think. Once again, correct me if I'm wrong about that, but I think that's what I heard. I think I was watching FYC earlier on Perry Nemiroff's channel, and I think that's what they had said. So let's go to actor in a supporting role. Brendan Gleeson for Banshees, Brian Tyree Henry for Causeway, Judd Hirsch for The Fablemans, Barry Keoghan for Banshees, Ke Huy Quan for Everything Everywhere All at Once. I haven't seen Causeway yet. I've heard that he and J-Law are both very good in that movie, but the movie overall wasn't like the best. It obviously didn't get nominated for anything else. But I heard Brian Tyree Henry is very good for that. So it'd be interesting if he got a lot of awards love in the lead up to this. But I mean, come on. This is Ke Huy Quan's award to lose, essentially. Same thing with, I believe, Angela Bassett. Like, they have been just racking up all the wins, all the circuits, all the award shows, this, that, the other. And I think he deserves it. Once again, everything favorite movie. Ke Huy Quan deserves this award. I really hope he gets it. I hope they give it to him. Actor in a leading role. Austin Butler for Elvis, Colin Farrell for Banshees, Brendan Fraser for The Whale, Paul Mescal for After Sun, Bill Nighy for Living. Now listen, I have not seen Living. Bill Nighy always kills it. He's always great in all the roles I've seen him in, but I haven't seen Living. I think from everything everyone's saying this is Brendan Fraser's award, right? Excuse me, had a frog in my throat. The only reason he didn't win it at the Golden Globes is because of all the stuff going on with the Golden Globes. And he outright said ahead of time, he goes, I'm not showing up to that. I have more morals and ethics than that. My mama raised me right? So they gave it to Austin Butler for Elvis. Sure, he was the only person there. They weren't going to give it to Brendan anyway. So I think that this is Brendan's award for sure. He's other than the Globes, I'm pretty sure he's gotten it everywhere else. And The Whale is a movie I need to see. But from the clips I've seen, just a few clips with him and Sadie Sink and Hong Chow, I believe. I think this is his award. Absolutely. Let's run down the list. Let's see. Next up, we'll go with animated feature. Animated feature film. Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio, Marcel the Shell with Shoes On, Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, The Sea Beast, and Turning Red. Now, listen. I think Avatar: The Way of Water was snubbed. Absolutely. I'm totally kidding. I hate snubs. But Avatar, if Marcel is an animated movie, I feel like Avatar has got to be an animated movie, right? I mean, like, one of these things is not like the other. I don't know. There was a lot more live action people in Marcel the Shell than I think there was in Avatar. But you know what? Devoid of that anyway. Technically on my top 10 list, Marcel is higher than any of the rest. For some reason, it doesn't compute in my head as an animated film. I don't know why. It just doesn't pop in my brain that way. So technically, that would be my pick, right? But I'm going to go with true animation for whatever reason. That's just the way I see the category. I don't know what it is. Pinocchio, right up until December 23rd, Pinocchio was my best animated film of the year. It was incredible. It was emotional. It was fantastic. My kids loved it. I loved it. It was really good. I'm glad I went to a theater to see it instead of waiting for Netflix to come out. Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, shockingly, jumped up into my top 10 in the last week of the year. I was blown away by that movie. Everyone was hyping it up. I absolutely loved it. And it had, for me, like a better villain story, I don't know. I just connected with it more. Puss in Boots, he's having this like existential, like midlife crisis going on because he only has one life left. That's kind of the whole point of the movie. And I absolutely love Puss in Boots. It was fantastic. So that would be my pick. I really hope. I think it's it's an absolutely out of left field choice. Even Sea Beast, which got on the list, good for them. But Puss in Boots is absolutely my favorite. I'm not saying my favorite to win, but it's my favorite. It's the one I want to win. That's just me. That's just what I'm picking. All right, let's save directing and best picture for last. So let's jump those and we'll hop into editing. So film editing for The Banshees of Inisherin, Elvis, Everything Everywhere All at Once, Tar, and Top Gun Maverick. Pretty good list here. I do like this list. I haven't seen Tar yet. That is one I need to see. I feel like it's between Everything Everywhere and Top Gun Maverick. Everything Everywhere got 11 nominations, if I'm correct on that. Top Gun got 6. No actor nom, but it did get a best picture, but then a bunch of like sound and stuff like that, which are not on my list to talk about. I feel like it's got to be Top Gun. As much as I love everything, and it's a fantastic editing, just the way the pace the movie was flowing, and the jump cuts when they're jumping through like the multiverses and stuff like that. Like just the way that I felt in the theater watching Top Gun Maverick, with the fighter planes going over this, over that, the zigzagging, the cutting back and forth between the people, watching what's the action going on. Top Gun blew me away with the visuals of any movie all year long, even more than Avatar. I absolutely love Top Gun Maverick. And so I think I'm picking that for best editing, just for me personally. Which, let's hop into visual effects. Speaking of which maybe goes along with editing. All Quiet on the Western Front, Avatar: The Way of Water, The Batman, Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. Did I say Black Panther? Black Panther, and Top Gun Maverick. So, once again, how are you not going to give this to Avatar? I mean, James Cameron, he's been putting in work, right? He's had a lot of time. It was 13 years since the last Avatar movie. He's been doing nothing but working on Avatar. But I remember the year when Benjamin Button, I feel like, won like best visual effects, and you're like, what? Best visual effects? And there's like some other random movies in other years past. I should have looked up the winners just so I can familiarize myself with the category. Sometimes visual effects are not the ones you see on screen. Sometimes they're the ones that make what's on screen seem invisible and real life to you. So Avatar may have a higher mountain to climb, I think, than a lot of people are giving it credit for. Once again, I would put it into Top Gun Maverick. I think it's between those two. There's a 2-horse race in that. The Batman also looked fantastic. I loved the Batman. I loved the visual feel of the Batman, which I think was snubbed for cinematography, right? Do I have cinematography? I don't have cinematography. Oh, yeah, I do. We'll jump into cinematography next, but I think that this is going to go to Avatar. I think that it does have beautiful visual effects. It looks real, looks tangible. You can reach out and you can touch these Na'vi people on Pandora and these whales and just everything you saw on screen. And even with the 3D and the high frame rate, it bugged me for 10 minutes or so. And then I got over it. I got used to it, and I just sat back and enjoyed the movie. I saw it twice in 3D. I took my kid to see it the second time, and it's got to be Avatar. Let's hop into cinematography, though. All Quiet on the Western Front, Bardo, False Chronicle of a Handful of Truths, Elvis, Empire of Light, and Tar. So, once again, I have not seen Tar, I have not seen Empire of Light, and I have not seen Bardo. So this one's tough. I can't really properly, do cinematography. I'll say the Batman. It should have gotten picked. The Batman should have gotten chosen on this one. Sadly, it didn't. But shout out to Tushka. Benjamin Button got 13 Oscars. What? Really? The last time anyone has watched Benjamin Button. That is probably too true. That's hilarious. Cinematography, I don't know. I feel like this is a crapshoot. Something shout out, once again, to FYC on Perry Nefron's channel. Jeff Snyder mentioned aptly that this was just a gluttony of fantastically shot visual cinematography type of performances this year. Every movie looked incredible. This is maybe just one where I can't actually even pick the one that's going with. If I had to, I mean, I've only seen Elvis of these 4. So you know what? Elvis gets my pick for cinematography. But the other 4 movies are movies that I need to see just to see what the visuals, just to see what they look like. So I'm excited to jump in and do that. All right, OG score and song. Original score and song. Let's go with score first. All Quiet, Babylon, Banshees of Inisherin, Everything Everywhere All at Once, and The Fabelmans. I mean, of course The Fabelmans is going to get in there. You can't have an original score category in a year where John Williams did a score, not nominate John Williams. Of course he's going to be in there. But I loved, more than anything else I loved from the movie, as much as I did enjoy Babylon, the score is what has stuck in my brain since walking out of the theater, and how crazy that freaking movie is. It's nuts, really, all the craziness, which I've heard Infinity Pool is like Babylon on steroids. So interested to see what Infinity Pool has to hold this year. Justin Hurwitz's score for Babylon was incredible. I loved La La Land. A lot of people don't. A lot of people hate on La La Land retrospectively. I really loved it. And the score, I've listened to the soundtrack just over and over again sometimes when I'm driving. Same thing for Babylon. It's a fantastic score. Tushka, cinematography is such a high level pulling hairs. It absolutely is. They all look incredible, especially nowadays with now graphics. My phone can shoot in 8K. I have an 8K phone here. It has like a 100 megapixel camera or something crazy. Like I can become a cinematographer. It has all kinds of filters, stuff that you would have to, pull film and do filters and stuff back in the day. It's crazy. It's crazy how good technology is nowadays. Every film, pretty much, if you look bad, that's more of an achievement. You know what I mean? That's how I feel about it. But from score, Babylon, to song, applause from Tell It Like a Woman. Never heard of it. Okay. Hold My Hand from Top Gun Maverick. Lift Me Up from Black Panther Wakanda Forever by Rihanna. Natu Natu from RRR. And This Is a Life from Everything Everywhere All at Once. So, applause from Tell It Like a Woman. Interesting. I'm surprised that Lady Gaga's song got in there for was it Hold My Hand? Yeah, Hold My Hand from Top Gun Maverick, because I thought it would have been the what's his name, Ryan Tedder, One Direction, not One Direction, what the other beat song. I can hear it in my brain. I just can't think of the title. You know which one I'm talking about. It's been all over the radio. It's been the hottest song of the summer. I'm surprised that, I guess, Lady Gaga was like, I think she was credited as a musical producer on the movie. So maybe that's why. Maybe they were pushing her for the Oscars. Either way, I think we all know the answer to this, right? It's got to be Natu Natu. I can't properly do the dance. I have no idea. One Republic, Ryan Tedder. I knew it was that. Thank you, Robert Adams. I was like, One Direction. Nope, that's not the right one. One Republic. Yeah, I knew it was Ryan Tedder. I follow him on TikTok. He's a great follow. He does a lot of really cool stuff. But they had like the hottest song of the summer. I feel like they got so much more play. I loved the Lady Gaga song, and mixed with the Hans Zimmer score, it was fantastic. And Lauren Balfe, I think, also. It was Hans Zimmer, Lauren Balfe, and with Lady Gaga. I feel like we're Top Gun Maverick. Someone correct me on that. But it's got to be Natu Natu, right? That mixed with the actual dance performance and the movie as a whole. I mean, you got to give RRR some more love. They really should have gotten more at the Oscars, in my opinion. I really wish. I haven't not seen Triangle of Sadness or Woman Talking. Those are the two, and Tar for Best Picture. But I really wish RRR would have got in there as one of those. Sadly, it didn't. It is what it is. We'll get to that in just a moment. In fact, editing and directing. We already did editing. Let's hop into directing right before we hop into Best Picture. So for directing, Martin McDonagh for Banshees of Inisherin, the Daniels for Everything Everywhere All at Once, and Steven Spielberg for The Fabelmans, Todd Field for Tar, and Ruben Östlund for Triangle of Sadness. I feel like Spielberg's been making the circuit, right? He's been winning the awards. I think, didn't the Daniels win at the Directors Guild? Has that happened yet? Or was this their first nomination? I can't remember now. I thought they did win something. Robert, I disagree. It's going to Top Gun Maverick. But thank you for stopping by. Everything should go to Everything Everywhere All at Once. That's my opinion. Give it all 11 of its nominated awards. Please and thank you. Even though two of the nominations were in the same category. Oh yeah, Daniels won the Critics' Choice Award. That's what it was. So I would love it. I mean, how that movie and just how bonkers that movie is, you got to wonder, how would you direct that movie, right? It is an achievement in itself to make it such a wonderful movie, heartfelt, but also crazy. You got hot dog fingers going on. You got all kinds of crazy stuff happening. So give it to the Daniels. I feel like Spielberg is the front runner. I feel like him telling his own life story has become the front runner of the season. Good for him. Go and get it, Stevie. What was it? Maverick should at least get sound design and sound editing. I think, didn't they combine the categories? I didn't look that one up. I was only going through 10 categories or so. But yeah, I mean, just the sounds of the jet engines and everything going on in that movie. Absolutely. I'm with you, Tushka. All right. Last category of the night that like I said, I only picked 10. I'm not going through all the technical categories. That's too much for my brain to handle. I'm not that good of a host. So let's get into Best Picture. Ooh, here's my arms. All right, Best Pictures. All Quiet on the Western Front, Avatar: The Way of Water, Banshees of Inisherin, Elvis, Everything Everywhere All at Once, The Fabelmans, Tar, Top Gun Maverick, Triangle of Sadness, and Women Talking. If you've seen my top list of the year, you know that a bunch of these movies were on my top list of the year. Let me pull that back up one more time. So I had Banshees. Did I have Banshees? Oh, you know what, man? Banshees actually missed it. Everything Everywhere, Fabelmans, and Top Gun Maverick. 3 of those were on my top 5 of the year. Those would be my top of the year to, you know, compete for this award. The answer is Everything Everywhere All at Once. I mean, come on. What beat it out? The Fabelmans? Yeah, the Fabelmans at the Globes, I think, won for best drama, whereas Everything Everywhere won for best comedy. It's got to go to the Everything Everywhere. It's getting so much love. It got 11 nominations. Give it Best Picture. It is the Best Picture. It's been my Best Picture since March, since I saw it for the first time, and I'm so happy I did. Funny story. I bought my tickets. I went to the theater. I literally got out of my car in the parking garage. It's a theater in the mall. I'm walking in. I'm like, let me pull my ticket up. I have bad reception in the mall. Let me make sure I pull my ticket up on my phone so I can scan it real quick. As I'm walking through the doors of the mall, I'm like, this is not the theater that I bought my ticket for. So I turned my ass around. Luckily, it was only about 5 minutes up the freeway. We have a couple of theaters that are real close to each other. So I had to run back to my car. I'm glad that they had 20 minutes trailers because I was there about 10 minutes late. Still had to get my popcorn. So I hopped in my car, drove up the road. I was able to make it there in time before the movie started. But I was very close to missing the movie, and I'm glad I didn't. We got some more people. Ooh, Peggy, what's up? Is the Academy still dominated old white winners of the film wins? Everything Everywhere All at Once wins. You know what? That's a good point. This is a really good point. I don't think it is, but not to say I don't think it is. It probably still is, but I know they're doing better, right? They're, especially in the recent last 5 years or so, they are really trying to diversify the Academy. Like they have to offer people spots or something. I don't know how it works. I'm not an industry insider. Maybe one day, that'd be great. No offense, Spielberg. I haven't seen it, but it feels like old people voted for on name recognition and acting court. It could be. It absolutely could be. I feel like you get Steven Spielberg in there, you're just going to get votes no matter what, right? People are just going to... I never saw... Was it Bridge of Spies? I didn't see The Post. There's quite a few Spielberg movies that I haven't seen in recent years. Last one before this was... Well, I saw West Side Story. I actually really loved West Side Story last year. The year before? Last year? I think it was last year. And then before that was Ready Player One, maybe. I never saw the BFG either, but I know it got, Spielberg's just a name in Hollywood. People are just going to vote for names. It'll absolutely do that. You haven't seen The Fabelmans. I loved it. It was my number 4 of the year. My number 3, my number 5. It was my number 5. I think it was my number 5 of the year, which you can check a video on that just to double check me. But I really love The Fabelman. I connected to a bit of the story, especially with the mother stuff. It was good. It was good for me. But it is what it is. I agree, Robert. Spielberg deserves one. Yeah, he hasn't gotten any, right? He has nothing. He has nothing on his shelf. No shiny prizes to show off, right? I haven't seen The Terminal. I haven't. Tom Hanks, right? Tom Hanks stuck in the terminal. I have not seen that. I'm working my way through a lot of Oscar nominated films, and I'm working my way up through the 70s, almost to the 80s now. So I'm going to get there eventually. I'm trying to hold off on jumping ahead in my list, unless there's a whole year I'm going to tackle. So, if it was, I'll get there for sure. Totally spelled his name wrong. Eat to bite to eat. Eat shit, she catch 'em. Okay. I don't know what that means. I feel like those are inside jokes that I don't understand. But either way, thank you for stopping by. I think I'm all done. So I'm going to do a quick rundown. Best Picture will absolutely be Everything Everywhere All at Once, in my opinion. Let's see. Actress lead, Viola Davis is going to break into the ceremony with a steel chair and knock out Cate Blanchett on stage, which is probably what will happen. But hopefully Michelle Yeoh takes it down. Actor in the lead, I'm personally pulling for Brendan Fraser, just on story alone. I need to see The Whale. I have not seen it yet. Actor in a supporting role, Ke Huy Quan. This is his award. No one's going to take him down. I'm surprised Judd Hirsch got nominated for just that one scene. It was an incredible scene in The Fabelmans, but just the one scene, I'm surprised. Angela Bassett, of course, for supporting role. She's been winning everything. Give it to her. She deserves it. She killed it. Animated, I off the wall, my pick, my personal pick, not my prediction, but I want Puss in Boots: The Last Wish to win. I loved Puss in Boots; it was fantastic. Cinematography. So once again, Elvis is the only one of these I've seen. These would be 4 movies where I need to watch before the. Sorry, I burped. Before the awards comes out. So these are 4 of the films I need to see. All Quiet on the Western Front. I think it's like 3 hours long, so I do need to watch it. I know it's on Netflix. Director, probably Stevie Spielberg's, but I would love it if the Daniels won. I haven't seen Triangle of Sadness or Tar, and I know Martin McDonagh. I mean, he's awards friendly, especially after like 3 billboards and whatnot. People love Martin McDonagh, but I really hope the Daniels win this one. Editing, Top Gun Maverick. That's my choice. Give it to Top Gun Maverick, and maybe Everything Everywhere. Hey, I will be happy if Everything Everywhere also wins. I would be very happy. OG score, Babylon for me. Justin Hurwitz absolutely killed it. I love La La Land score. I love Babylon as well. That's the one thing from that movie, even out in such a crazy movie, that's one thing from the film that I just cannot stop thinking about. OG song, it's got to be Natu Natu, right? Lift Me Up was great. This Is a Life is great. Hold My Hand is great. I do not know Applause, but I will listen to that and check it out for sure. But it's got to be Natu Natu on that, and the performance. I cannot wait to see that at the Oscars. And visual effects. I mean, come on. Avatar: The Way of Water. If there's a shoe-in for shoe-in's sake, it's got to be Avatar. Top Gun Maverick as well. I think it could be between those two. It's an Avatar and Top Gun Maverick race, but it's got to be Avatar. I mean, Cameron's been making up new technologies and stuff to do for the last 13 years or something like that. So it's got to be him. All right, last check-in with the chat real quick. Tushka, I'll be reenacting the terminal, 4-hour labor in Nashville on Friday. Well, good luck with that, buddy. CZJ. Catherine Zeta-Jones? Is that CZJ? CZJ? I can't say it word. Cute. Okay, now we're just talking about the terminal. Hey, you know what? Go for it. The terminal sounds fun. Maybe I should watch it. I'll jump ahead. I'll watch that one just for you guys. Just so I know what the hell you guys are talking about. You know what I'm going to do? Actually, once I get through my Oscar kick of the 70s, which I'm almost done, I'm watching Annie Hall, 1977. Once I finish the 70s, I think I'm going to hop on and pick a director. Maybe I'll do Stevie. Maybe I'll hop in there and see what run through his filmography and pick out my own best 5 and give him the best picture or something like that. Either way, thank you everyone for hopping in the chat. Peggy, Tushka, Robert. Anyone else stop by? No one else stop by and say hi. I see 10 people are watching. Say what's up while you're here. Like the video. Comment on the video after I end. Refresh. Comment on the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. And someone said something. Robert. Oh yeah, it's not an Oscar movie. Oh well, all right. Well then maybe I won't watch it. But I could watch all of Steven Spielberg's movies. Maybe I'll get around to that. Either way, thank you all for stopping by. Appreciate you all, and I'll see you next time. Peace.